Hi Taurus, welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist for this reading. This is a reading for the month of October. I want to see what's up for you guys in October, give you some guidance, wisdom from Spirit, and really deliver to you the message that will best align you with your highest self, your highest good, your highest path. So let's begin. If you have an additional intention to set upon this reading, take this time now as I shuffle to set that intention. Meditate on that, focus on that. Some of this will resonate with you, some of this won't, because you guys are complex beings. You're more than just your sun sign. So if you're curious, what else is going on with you, watch the placements for you, or watch the other placements in your chart, and take what resonates with you and what doesn't. Just know that that is meant for someone else. Let's begin. Taurus, this is so beautiful for you, and this makes me really, really excited. As you go into October, you're going to find yourself juggling quite a lot right now. Then, whenever, depending when you're watching this, but you're going to find yourself juggling a lot, and luckily, the things that you are juggling are real gifts. They're real. A real excess of riches, and I think it's easy to sometimes get wrapped up in emotionally in the juggling of things without realizing and recognizing sometimes that the things that we are juggling are actually all very good. It's like the act of juggling is overwhelming in and of itself, and so it kind of can be distracting sometimes. When we feel we have a lot on our plate and a lot of plates that we're spinning, to recognize that it's like these are full plates though, and that's a real gift. It's really exciting. I think many of you too, this 10 of Cups coming up here, you're getting to a place where you are expecting happiness. You're expecting fulfillment the way that a child does. In the 10 of Cups, we see the parents in this like happily ever after image looking up at the rainbow and admiring what they're seeing. The kids are oblivious to it. They are playing with each other. They're in the moment. They don't have to look at it and point to it, or look at it and snap a picture of it in order to kind of acknowledge their blessings or acknowledge that they're happy. For kids, there is this beautiful innocence in the way that children expect happiness, and that it's their default for them. So I think some of you are coming into this place where this is your default, and you're realizing that this can be your default. There's a new opportunity in that. I also see an opportunity coming to you with this Ace of Wands during this month, that I'll advise you, be careful not to turn away from it just because you have too much on your plate, because you are juggling things. The act of juggling in and of itself is not problematic. It shouldn't be reason to turn away something that you really want just because you feel a bit overwhelmed right now. The point of being connected to the state of Pentacles that you're in right now, which is having too many things, and being connected to the world right now, the world that you are living in, this is your playground. This world is your playground. So you can choose to be overwhelmed by it, or you can choose to be present in it and recognize that to have this overwhelming amount of things to play with and things to interact with and things to juggle, is can be a really great opportunity for enjoying your life. And I'm really sensing that too, just with all of these. There's an element of enjoyment, like a real call to enjoy what is yours and what you have and what you find yourself in right now. You know, don't observe yourself being joyful, just be joyful. That's that 10 of Cups. Like, this is an opportunity for you truly to just be joyful and accept the thing that you want to happen. There is something coming to you, this new beginning, this ace energy, a new beginning or an opportunity that is in direct response to something, a desire that you have. And if you get too caught up in the act of juggling, as I'm saying, I know I'm like driving this point home, but you lose touch with the fact that the things that you are juggling in and of themselves are magic, and they are gifts. And the pentacles, the suit of pentacles, it's not just like material wealth and job opportunity and you know, having like things going your way. It's like your connection to the physical world around you, like your connection to nature, your connection to the magical nature of our existence. And that is pentacles, because the pentacle itself is a symbol of magic. And we often in tarot equate that with just you know, these coins with money, but it's so much more than that. It's like, it's saying that what is tangible here, there's a magic component to what is tangible in your life right now. And you run the risk of not seeing and acknowledging and accepting, saying yes to that magic, saying yes to the hand of God reaching out of the sky and giving you what you want, because in the process of juggling, you get kind of caught up in the semantics of just and like the structure and the logic of it all, just being like, well, that was supposed to happen, or yeah, that's happening, but I can't accept it because it's just not a rational direction for me to take. But the way that the path that your life is taking in October, there is a magical quality to it. And that magical quality is completely backed and supported by the nature of the world that you are in. So if you're writing it off by saying like, this is illogical and I can't do this and it's impractical, I think a shift in thinking is required for you to see that it's not only practical, but it is the natural order of the universe for you to say yes to this thing that brings you joy, this happily ever after ending that will be really fulfilling to you. And you know, it's funny because this is an ending. This is a 10 of Cups and then an Ace of Wands. There's it's more than just an ending. It's like you're saying yes to a beginning that leads to a happily ever ending. Endings and beginnings always go together. So there's something here in whatever it is you're saying yes to in October, regardless of how much you are juggling, that it's not going to add more to your plate. It's going to free you. It's going to liberate you. Because this state of juggling, we are in this forever. This is an infinity symbol. We can choose to forever be in this state of, I'm always juggling things. And the key is shifting how you see that, the act of juggling in itself, rather than eliminating the things to juggle, because that's an impossibility. You have a real opportunity here to make the act of juggling a form of play, and not feel burdened by it, but feel enlivened, is that a word? Feel spirited by it. This is what it is to be alive, is to have these things to juggle. And there is so much opportunity I'm seeing for you, Taurus, in October, to really just bask in the joy of these things that you are juggling. Let the emotional waters that they create in you be a ride, not, you know, a treacherous storm that's tossing you on these waves. Let it see that as a really fun ride, because that's really what it is. That is what it is in its truest, purest form. Any more advice specifically about these three cards? Any more advice about this for Taurus? One final last card. Just wondering, because this is just so beautiful, Taurus, and the message is so simple here. I'm like, is there anything standing in your way of doing this? Oh, 10 of Swords. So the one thing that's really standing in your way is a thought pattern that needs to end. So I think this is very much about how you are seeing this act of juggling, how you are seeing your schedule, how you are seeing the things that you take on, and the way that you structure your life, the things that you say yes to. If everything you say yes to feels like a burden, you identify it as a burden, then you keep yourself imprisoned in some ways, many ways, I think. There's an opportunity to be liberated here. We have 2 10s, and both of them equate or demonstrate a real difference in thinking, feeling like you are overburdened by all that you have to do, the action that you take. And there's real sadness in Swords cards of just being like, this is worry, this is burden, this is, it's difficult for me to think my way through this, versus the act of just being. There's nothing that needs to be done for you to be fulfilled right now. For you to recognize and acknowledge the opportunities and the gifts that are in your hands at this moment. And by doing that, you only open the door for more things to come your way, for more opportunities, for this new beginning, this ace to come knocking on your door and say, oh, great, you're acknowledging what you have. Here's the thing you keep asking for, and you can have that now. So don't get caught up in letting the juggling determine how you think about your life, or how you think about your life determine the way in which you juggle your life. These two things do not need to go hand in hand, so divorce them from each other. And by doing that, Taurus, you liberate yourself this October and say yes to a very big opportunity that's coming your way. That's super exciting. I'm very excited for you, and I'd love to hear details about what this is for you, Taurus, what this opportunity is. So feel free to leave me a note in the comments. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, and please share Starchaeology Tarot with anyone who you think could use extra boost, support, encouragement during this time. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for being here.